Good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so let's look at what we have for today. Mm, Okay, so from what we talked about yesterday, right? Let me see. What we talked about yesterday, our key levels were this and this, right? We're a bit concerned about this low, right? But as you can see, the low was taken out, giving us another new low, and of course, it's smashing through. It's smashing through, so we have no issues, right? So just to um throw a little light on the New York Open, right? How to trade it, basically. Um, this is this was for yesterday. This was for yesterday, right? So this is 2:30. Right, the New York Open 2:30. And the reason why I went for a shot, basically, I just this. Uh-huh. So this is 2:30 candle for yesterday, right? And the the rule, right? uh The rule states, yeah, this is basically an open range breakout, right? So if it breaks above, you buy, if it breaks below, you sell. It's a mechanical approach, but there are some other G's you need to attach to it, right? So that's about that. So for this particular one, why I took myself from 4696 yesterday because on the 1 minute time frame, I'm just showing us how yesterday was and why the market went the way it went. Of course, um, there's a particular. Let me not jump. Let me not jump into something else, right? So it's 2:30, 2:45. Okay. First off, I've already seen this move. I knew giving it time, right, is going to respect this LVG here, right? So this LVG was my entry. This level gap was my entry. Can extend it as far as possible, right? This level was my entry, right? So you can see, even if you waited, as you waited for the breakout on the um, if you waited for the breakout on the 1 minute time frame or 5 minutes time frame, the market still came back to 4696, the fair value gap for the market to now sell, right? So so this is it. So basically, the best time to enter this trade is after this very candle, right? If you're looking at 1 minute, closed, did a pullback into the zone, then you take your sell, right? My target was first. Um, I'm just breaking down every decision I took yesterday and why I took them, right? My first target was this area here, 4,680. So why did I choose 4,680? Within this range, as a series of um, other blocks, right, that gave us this strong move. And I know that however the market is, it will want to respect this other block, right? So that's why we have our 468, which is basically around here, right? Exactly. We see around here. I think it made more sense on the 1 minute time frame, but as I had to pick it from this 5 minutes time frame, right? But then for a stronger, I had like two entries. The second one was, of course, sweeping the low, which is 4672, right? Just like our trades yesterday, last week, right? You just take target the low of the market, and that will be your basically this low. Wanted the market to just sweep it. Like, this is very low. Since we got a new low, we expect this low to be taken out if our sell move has to be valid, right? It took it out, and that's amazing. Um, a second trade I took, that was 4650. The market, I think market just hit the 4650. Well, I had to close. I had to close around 9 p.m. because I knew for some reason it's gonna hit my break even, which is around 9.2. Yeah, it's gonna take me out because there's this news, tentative news. Let me see if I can show us Forest Factory. Yeah, so the news can actually occur anytime. The BOJ news, right, by 4 a.m. Right, the news can actually occur anytime, and you can see it's also tentative as well. The BOJ press news is a JPY news, a high impact news for JPY, but it has an effect on gold specifically because gold is a global um, asset or commodity, I would say, right? So it is best to close the trade. One thing is that this news is tentative, but it's going to open on or before London Open. Like it's going to be released on or before London Open. And as you can see, I think it's still currently active. It's still currently active. That's why the market is moving mad, right? So coupled with the whole thing also gave rise to um gold giving us, of course, this crazy cap up, then everything basically, right? So right now we'll allow the news to, have its effect before we now go in, also expect for the day. All right. So let us this is more like an overview of what happened yesterday. So it was actually a good day yesterday, right? So let's break down so we don't get taken unawares by the market, right? Any new person here? No one. So just like our daily bias, right? We still have the market still pushing downwards, aligning with what we actually want for the week, right? If we check the weekly time frame, just to all right, this is a weekly time frame, right? So if looking at this weekly time frame, this is still look at this, right? This is a high, this is a low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low. Look at it, they pull back, right, into this zone of interest. Then of course it's pushing low downwards. Now, if I'm interested in this market, yeah, if I'm saying that okay, there's a short-term move, a short-term bearish move on this market, I will be targeting um the low of this very week. Yeah. So I will still expect, right? This week might be so good that it will sweep, but of course it has swept the low of last week. I expect it to sweep the low of the previous week and even 3 weeks ago. That's if you want to start, if the bulls, right, the buyers want to start thinking of an opportunity to step back into the market, right? This this lows has to be swept. And you can see how the move is even. If I'm to use the rule of three, right? The power of three. The market opened here, right? Gave the manipulation move and it's actually making a strong sell move right now. So from the weekly time frame, I'm also seeing a bearish movement, at least, however you want it, this low will be swept today. 4638 is going to be taken out, right? And followed by the low of 3 weeks ago. That's 6 April. Right? So that is what I'm seeing. So now this is just to solidify your buyers, right? You know that the market might give some bullish momentum, but at least you know that um you know that what's it called? There are more bears in the market at the moment, right? And you also just to take advantage of it, right? So we've seen this. Um, if if by so it's giving the clear move. So if by so the point is if this low is taken out, right? My next target will be this very low. So that's why I had this area as marked last week. All right. So if this one is taken out, wait for a pullback for it to keep smashing through. Right. Look at this progression, right? So this is just the market, right? Anytime you see areas like this, high, low, low series of lows, watch the market, give it small time, right? It's gonna take out everything. Now, to show you what something like that has been in the past is this area. These are a series of higher lows, higher lows. This is a series of high uptrend. Now, this move here will actually make sense on the 4 minutes time, for 1 hour or 15 minutes time frame, right? But the market being what the market is, it just came in here, swept every damn low, right? Pushed up, right? Same thing happened here. Series of uptrends, uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. It came, swept every damn thing, like took every damn thing out. So I won't be surprised if it does this on a grander scale, just like what it's doing now in the 4 minutes time frame. Sweeping every low possible, takes this one out, coming for this one, takes it out, coming for this one, takes it, taking every damn thing out, right? So so first off, our weekly is on a bearish move. Our daily is on a bearish move. Our 4 hours is on a bearish move. Like there is no better alignment than this. Let's check the 1 minute, the 1 hour rather. The 1 hour sweet, just a sweet bearish move. So we're a bit confused about this because of the um higher low. But of course we can certainly call this we have major highs and major lows. As I wasn't really concerned about this. My major high was this and my major low is this. And as you can see, my major low has been taken out. Right. So what I expect now is a pullback into this zone. Right. So if I'm to entertain a good sell right now, I know this market cannot go beyond 47. 47, like fortune will know. 47 is a psychological level. If it has broken it, it has broken it. So we're heading down right now. Yeah. So if I'm to entertain any sell right now on a grand scale, right, I would maybe wait for an entry here. Of course, first of all, this uh, a gravestone doji, right? A strong sell signal. This doji right here, right? Giving this imbalance here. So I could wait for the market to come back to this area and I take my sell from 4680 to, let me see, is like how many points? 42 points. That's okay, not bad, right? From 4680, all right? Having my SL, of course, right? I can push it above this high. So 20 points for 43. That's quite what it is, right? Almost 1:2, 1:2. I'll definitely work for that. Yeah, so 20 pieces is quite much. That's if I'm remember, I'm looking at this from the 4 hour time frame, right? And there's a possibility that this low might be kissed even before this move happens. There's a possibility. Who knows? Right? But if I'm to entertain this trade, This is what I'm gonna do from the 1 hour time frame, right? But I won't rush to entertain it yet. I'll wait to see what my 15 minutes has for me. Okay. And even down to my 1 minute time frame, right? So of course this is my 15 minutes. 15 minutes is still giving me the short movement, right? My high, my low, my high, my low. That's super amazing. Right? That's super amazing. So if I'm to entertain this buy right here, now if you're looking at the 15 minutes time frame, if you're looking at the 15 minutes time frame, you see that this the entry you're looking at on the 1 minute, 1 hour time frame, the fair value gap as you have it has been respected. Right. So somehow, there might be a possibility, right, that it might not come back to this point, right? Now, if you're trading, that's why whatever time frame you're trading, just focus on it. Yeah. I've taken this entry from the 1 minute time, from the 1 hour time frame, is valid for 1 hour time frame, right? But for this one, the implication here is that it might take a while, right? Even if it's going to respect this point, it will take a while before it comes back to this area, right? It will take a while before it comes back to this area. And if I want to, for this market to give me an idea, right? Because we have gap one, we have gap two, right? So anything can happen between here and here, right? In fact, if I'm to trade, take a sell position, of course, by 6:30, right? I'll be looking at this very point. This is another block, right? I believe like the market to respect this area. I'll take my short sell. 20 points, I'm okay with that. All right, 20 points, I'm okay with that. 20 points, I'm okay with that. So it's very clear that, of course, the market just swept a strong low, right? The 650 low, which is a strong zone. So it needs to do a little pullback before continuing, right? So I've marked out some key levels that are of great importance. Now, next thing I want is for the 1 minute to give me a switch in market structure, right? Boom, and it has given me that. This is my 1 minute. I want 1 minute to give me a bullish momentum, and this is what happens here. Now, if there are so many ways around this market, right? You already have your entry, your sell entry. That's what we call counter trend trades. Counter trend trades. You are trading against the trend. So you're taking advantage of the pullback happening in the market, right? So this is your cue. So what I'm waiting for now is for this market to come down into this area, then shoot into this zone. But I'm not interested in taking that by, I'm just telling you what this market should do. Now, on the 1 minute time frame, I'm not interested in taking buys, which is what I want because for a pullback to happen, there should be a switch in trend on the lower time frame. So some of the ideas that would support our decision is, of course, this is a double top, right? This is a double top. Double top signal, sorry, double bottom. Double bottom signals what? A strong buy move. And what was the next thing? The last high was taken out. So tell me that this trend has switched. What are we waiting for now? So this market to sell into this area at least. Because gold that I know cannot just, let me not even claim I know good because I don't really know good anyway. Right? Most times, gold won't just drop into this area, this first fair value gap here. Can't just drop into this fair value gap and start buying. Sometimes it will just want to do what gold does, taking out because right here there are buyers in this market right now. So it might want to just take them out, tap into this lower FVG, which is more comfortable for it. If you look at it somehow, it will seem like okay, this is not really an inverted FVG, but this area sits more, it's quite interesting. Some persons will want to just take a buy at this very point, um, taking advantage of break and retest, right? There was a support resistance zone, broke, then finally came out. So they want to just buy at this point. But if they buy at this point, having their stop loss just right here, the market will just take them out. So it's best to actually have your entry down here. So if I am taking this trade, my entry is going to be down here. My stop loss just right below this shooting star. Abi, that's the name of the doji. This is like the opposite of what we saw on the 15 minutes time frame, right? Shooting star doji or whatever it is. That it should be shooting star, basically. Opposite of gravestone. And I shoot for this zone. So if I'm to take a buy trade now, this is my entry. So I take a buy trade, have a sell limit right here. So as my market is hitting TP, a little more push, my sell limit activates. It starts dumping. That's how you ride the market. All right. So as you can see here, it has already respected this FVG here, right? But this is not the best. It's not the best time. It's not the best reaction zone. It could leave from here. However, it is what concerns you. You are not rushing. You are waiting for the market, right? You are not rushing. You're waiting for the market. All right. So let's see. So this is my move for the day. Right. Wait, can you hear me? You can hear me, ba? I don't know. The mobile is on. I just want to be sure because I think it'll be all right. Amazing. So that is what I'm looking at. Right. So you can see we've been able to break down this market from the weekly time frame down to the 1 minute. Right. Now, the essence of lower time frame analysis is just to reduce your amount of risk. As you can see right here, if you have to take this buy, you're only risking 3 points. 3 points with 0.1 loss is just like $30, right? But for that 1 hour move we entertained earlier, the stop loss is like, what is that? See it's right here. Stop loss is like 20 points. Sorry, 21. It's like 21 is already 210, right? So that's why sometimes it's necessary to break down the market. Even though you've seen your entry, so it's also necessary to break it down to even a lower time frame, right? So that you don't get then you don't get caught up in some don't get caught up in some things, right? So the market is giving us the buy move and we wait. It's almost 6:30. So let's go to the 15 minutes time frame to actually see what will happen. What the market has a tendency of doing by 6:30. So boom is around a support zone, I would say. It's around the support zone, so we might look expect it to push up, right? So in that case, mm, so we have two things here. Back to the 15 minutes time frame. And we have two things. The market gets here, and let me see, 5 minutes. If he eventually dumps into this area, then we might decide to take a sell. Um, from this point, and of course above this area. Same 3 points, so let's just make it four. Four. That means 4, 4, 4, 6, 7, 2. will be the SL. Then we shoot for this low, 14 points. That's what we'll be looking at, basically. So that's it about it. So it seems, as you can see here, it seems that this market just respected this one. It didn't get to this area. That's fine though. That's fine. But I mean, just let's see what systems, let's know where the pump is gonna happen. If it goes downwards in our favor to react to this area, that would be amazing. We might, if it gets into this place, I might take the buy, right? Targeting this area. Then this sell, and then I'm having double mind about this zone and the higher zone, right? So, but if it doesn't tap into this area, then it is what it is. There's no rush, right? If it doesn't tap into this lower area, we'll just wait for the sell, for the potential sell around this zone. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Mm, see, so that's it about it. That is us breaking this market down to what we can expect from it, 630. Okay. All right. Amazing. So if it taps into this area, we might just take our buy. So the area is 654. Ooh, okay. Yes, sir. Oh, this is amazing. Oh man. So I tell you, this is super amazing. This the power of 630, man. This is not news. This is just 630 volatility. Yeah, that's why we trade by 630. Because there's always a volatility pump into the market, right? So this drives the move, right? So this is quite amazing. So since he has given us this low, that means, of course, shooting down he's aiming for this zone straight up. He's aiming for this zone straight up. This is just 630 volatility. Yeah. I think this is just 630 move. This is 630 move. So this thing just dropped how many points in a second or in a minute? It just dropped. You can see that 15, 15 bloody points, 150 pips in one single minute or one single second. That's interesting. This is like this is interesting. So right now I can officially say that I don't even know where my entry is. I don't even know what to expect of the market. It gave me a new low. Right. So but let me use this approach. Let me use it gave me a new low, right? Let me use another approach. So it just went against what I was looking for. Okay, okay. Okay. Now that I'm looking at it, right? What the market actually bought into an FVG. Are you seeing that? Now that I'm looking at it, and that's why sometimes you take a trade and you stop loss, you're like, what's happening? Now look at this now. It's because he gave us this new low. That's why we are seeing what just happened right now. Yeah. So the market, of course, dumped. We are on a downtrend. Then what happened? It respected this AVG right now and give us broke this low ASAP. So if we had seen from another lens, we might have actually went for a sell, taken out this low, right? But as it is, yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now. But let me use fair value gap and okay. This was the high created this morning, and this is a new low. So let me see. Uh-huh. Okay. So you can see my initial entry is within the zone of interest anyway. My initial entry. So yeah, from the so if I'm to take this pullback, right? This from 50 minutes time frame. I would expect this market to get back to 4672 still. 4, 6. I expect the market to get back to 4672. So if I'm we'll be right here waiting. We'll be right here waiting. So we'll be right here waiting. This is a better zone. Yep. I'll be right here waiting. 4672. 4672. Know that it will still hit. This is the FVG we wanted to take earlier. Know that it will still hit 4678. But if you're entering, zero your mind on. So if the risk is the risk will be SL will be right here. So SL is 16 points, right? So if you're looking at risk management, you can decide to use boom, boom, boom. It's getting to that low. Amazing, 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 amazing. So we have our TP here regardless, right? So this is what we have. This is what I'm waiting for. But this is invalidating everything I'm doing right now. I'm choosing this low, but new low is being created. So um I would rather I think 630 or just allow 630 to play out. There's no valid idea right now. Yeah. We've missed out. I was thinking it's gonna come up a little bit and now make this move. Because my target point is this low, right? So just what it is. I think we are on the wrong side of we just missed this move. It's quite painful, right? So I think this move I'm looking at right now will happen towards New York Open if New York has the strength to push this market back to this zone. They don't have the strength, but it's expected, right? But to push back into this zone, then now sell. So let me delete every other thing that are not necessary here now. It has already hit my target point. Maybe I'm looking at. So this is what I'm looking at for today. Right, for the market to pull back into this zone. I tell you. Right, exactly. So let's anticipate and see what New York does. So what we are doing now is we are trading this high and this low. But let's get a new perspective on this. This low. Uh-huh. See, our entry just our entry. Are you seeing this? Our entry just came down to this other block right here. But 4670. No need. Let's just allow it. Don't worry. By New York, we'll know what to do. So, but this is the zone, our zone of interest. This is our second zone of interest right now. So, this is our second zone of interest. So, I'll wait for it. Hmm. See, we just missed an amazing move right now, but that's good. That's good. That's good. So, what happened here? Let's just review what happened here. Right. We failed to understand that this is a strong downtrend, right? The market has already broken, did the buy move I'm expecting, not to buy into this zone, but to further respect this large FVG. And those have been the best time to just take our sell, right? Sell, hits either this low or this low, then boom. Just before our eyes, the market went down. Just before our eyes, 20 points, 200 pips. And that's actually amazing. right? The market hit our target, but not the way we expected it. So in hindsight, that's where it's making sense. That's why sometimes you make a decision, then the market does one thing, you now go back and like, oh, why didn't I see this? So I'm seeing it now, right? That this is actually a very good reversal point. This is a clear downtrend, a very good reversal point, then boom, give it to us. So that's it for his family. And all the best and have an amazing day. So let's wait for New York and see what New York has for us. All right. I'll say that my 6:30 move has played out already. So so that's it. Some crazy people want to take a buy here, but this move has taught me so many lessons. Taking an aggressive buy off points like this, that's taught me so many lessons. You might be surprised you come back here. This market has created new low, just takes you out. So just allow it. Just allow it. Just allow it. All right. So if there's any new setup, I'll see if there's none. We wait for 2 sets. So cheers and have the best morning, family.